Before implementing Chris's system, I had real low morale. I had a high turnover rate. People weren't happy. Customers weren't happy.
We weren't seeing that there was a lot of opportunity left for growth.
I was holding our whole dealership back by my thoughts about our marketing.
We were spending so much time backpedaling, trying to keep things together.
Before we joined Chris Collins, we were basically coming in every day, going through the motions, trying to cut expenses as much as we could to be profitable, rather than selling our way to profitability.
I worked a lot of hours, coming in early, staying late, trying to be the guy that was fixing all the problems, handling all the customers, doing a lot of things on my own without delegating or doing anything like that.
I was always this elusive thing that I was chasing. I never really had a good direction on how to get the CSI number to where I thought it should be.
I struggled with getting our effective labor rate up. Our hours per repair order were stagnant.
Our department was losing money.
There was a lot of confusion on where the dealership was actually headed.
I mean, it was getting pretty bad.
Really no personal time. It was all work, no play.
I didn't look forward to coming to work in the morning.
Personal life was not the greatest because I was spending 60 or 70 hours a week at the dealership. I was spending 10 hours a day at home worrying about the dealership, getting phone calls from the dealership. So basically my life was the dealership. Unfortunately, when you're not successful in what you're spending most of your life doing, obviously it's not a great feeling.
Implementing Chris's system was like hiring the wolf from Pulp Fiction.
But after meeting with Chris and kind of opening my mind back up, Chris did a great job at showing us opportunities to increase our gross profit and more of a work smarter, not harder type philosophy.
Within, I'd say, 90 days, we went from trying to cut expenses to outselling our expenses.
Business has increased, I'd say, at least 20%.
Since we started Chris's program, we saw our effective labor rate increase from $83 an hour to just under $95, and it happened within 60 days. It was remarkable, actually, how quick we were able to turn that around.
And we basically cut a deficit of $30,000 from our average month loss to being profitable.
It's boosted. Everybody wants to come to work now. The advisors, they don't dread checking in customers or anything like that.
The morale of our guys has been much better, from the advisors to the technicians.
The service advisors are really engaged. They want to do the right thing. They want to help the customer. They want to make more money.
The average is going up almost a half hour, better than a half hour per RO, which when you take a half hour per RO and then you add it to an extra $20 an hour, that's big profits.
Immediately, everybody bought into it. The advisors loved it. They thought it was fun.
Create a fun, profitable environment.
Technicians are definitely happier because we're selling just a lot more maintenance and the kind of work that they want to do.
Instead of coming in and going through the motions, we come in, we have fun.
One guy who was struggling really bad and had no focus into a rock star.
We saw immediate buy-in from the advisors on the program. They watched their numbers every day. They interacted with the games and the spiffs, and it really it brought them to a level of involvement that I don't think I would have been able to achieve without having Chris's programs in place. He made it fun, and he showed us how to make it so that they really felt like they're part of the team.
They're on a roll. They know their role every single day.
It's just a whole different atmosphere.
My life now is a lot less stressful. My employees have a lot more accountability on their own. They hold each other accountable to their processes and their things, which is a godsend in helping me work on things for the future.
We've created an environment that we have a lot more accountability. The advisors are really doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're having fun at the same time.
The biggest change that I see in my advisors is that they're making more money now. They love getting the cash spiffs that we do for selling services. It's just more of a like a team, like what you find in the locker room of like a championship football team or a championship baseball team. They high five, they're giving dukes, It's, hey, guess what I just did? You know, I got a rehose, or man, I just sold 4 services on the same vehicle. It's really exciting to see them grow as people.
You know, when they come to work and they're happy and they're motivated and they're excited, they perform better. The customers receive them better, the customer satisfaction's higher, and then ultimately our revenue's better.
I would have never believed them if somebody told me beforehand that I was going to see the results that we've seen.
Since inception, I've actually gone from $67, $72 effective labor rate to currently $93 per hour effective labor rate.
CSI has come a long way also. Chris has some great scripts that have helped us out in the CSI department.
We have at least 10 points higher than the region in CSI every single month.
From $73 effective labor rate to $89 in approximately about 5 months. Our CSI, we've actually gained 4 points in that same time period, and it's steadily increasing every month.
By bringing that process into the dealership, we were able to immediately change the CSI. We went from the middle of the road at best to our goal is top 10% in our group, and I think we have a system with Chris's support that we'll be able to get there.
Going from negative net to gross to 20% is huge. I mean, I don't know of any sales departments that do 20% net to gross, so you know, I look like sort of like a hero right now.
You know, we're up over $25 on our effective labor rate. Our gross profit percentage has taken a huge climb.
Roughly about 90 days, our effective labor rate is up about $15 from where it started, which is tremendous for 90 days worth of results.
So achieved 30% net to gross for the entire year.
We were running about $75, $76 effective labor rate. We instantly moved that number into the mid-80s, and as of today, we are knocking on the door of a $100 effective labor rate.
The labor rate's up over $25. It is. Our average sale per RO is up almost $100.
Great effective labor rate. We have great hours per repair order.
Our hour per repair order has increased from about, you know, we were running like 169, 17. We're consistently over 2 hours per repair order. We ended up last month at like 2.05, 2.06.
So the result is a higher effective labor rate, which entails a higher gross, selling a lot more maintenance and items, things like that nature.
Blew the record away. Our old gross record was $186,000. The very first month that I started using the techniques that Chris taught me, we did $236,000, and then this past month in January we did $246,000 in gross. So phenomenal.
We've trained the employees to not come in and burn up the manager's time. There's no new problems in the service department.
Now that my departments are doing better, I don't need to spend as much time there.
Our goals were set extremely high, and we've been able to obtain those goals.
And the results speak for themselves.
I'm not the first one in and the last one out anymore. I go into 8 and I leave at 5:30 every single day.
You know, we just have fun throughout the day. So.
Don't have to go in on a Saturday, which most managers know you don't want to be there on a Saturday if you don't have to be. So.
Having a manager that's motivated, a team that's happy to come to work.
I don't have to worry about being called about problems.
Running, spending more time with the girlfriend, actually looking forward to getting a dog.
Good, making more money, spending more time at home.
I have more time at home.
And just getting out and enjoying life more.
You know, the sky's the limit, so to speak.